Back inside the Verizon Center, joined by Wisconsin head coach Greg Gard. Greg, when you guys beat Michigan during the regular season, you defended them really well, especially from the three-point line. In this game, they shoot 56% from the field. Not many teams shoot 56% against you guys. What did they do offensively that presented problems?
Well, we let them get some confident shots early. I think that was the biggest thing. Some characteristic or uncharacteristic breakdowns on our part, but also they hit some tough ones too. And I'll go back through the film, obviously, but a few stand out to me that were pretty tough shots and very timely threes, specifically in the second half when we were trying to close the gap. But for the most part in the first half, with the 7 I think they had in the first half, a lot of that was us not being either not communicating an exchange or not being tight enough on the ball screen.
As you kind of advance, and you've got to trying to increase your depth going into the NCAA tournament. What did you see from your side of the floor about what Jordan Hill came in and gave you defensively? It looked like you kind of trusted him a little bit more in this.
And that's what I went to him too also when we were at Michigan, just because he had guarded that offense in the past and had done a pretty good job with it. And that's where really we needed the pick-me-up, so to speak, was on the defensive end. We got disjointed a little bit, and I thought we made that run at the end of the first half and got back within 1. But then really the second half, offensively, we couldn't score. I think 2 points in the first 10 possessions, missed a lot point blank, a lot of things right at the rim. And then you have to be able to answer. You have to be able to make shots. I mean, that's really what it comes down to this time of year. You have those droughts for 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. It makes the hill pretty steep to climb.
Greg, now you're in the NCAA tournament in the 8-9 game against Virginia Tech. Disappointed with how your season was evaluated, or you just move on and play the game?
Yeah, we got to move on and play the game. We can't worry about what was decided in a committee room. I know Buzz Williams pretty well from when he was at Marquette, and I know how good they are and how hard they'll play. I've seen them a little bit when I've watched the ACC throughout the year, and knowing how they played at Marquette. And we'll have our hands full. We'll have to play really well on Thursday.
Lastly, Greg, I know you guys came up a bit short here today, but overall, when you look at Bronson returning and finally being 100% and healthy, the way that Nigel is playing and being willing to be both a facilitator and a scorer, do you feel like your team is where it needs to be heading into the NCAA?
I think we are. I think where we've come here, how we've turned the corner in the last 10 days or so with winning against Minnesota and then winning Friday and Saturday here. Obviously not the outcome we wanted today, but now we've got a pretty clear picture of what works for us and what makes us good and what gets us off track. So we'll make sure we try to stay on track and get ready for Thursday with Virginia Tech.
Greg, as always, appreciate the time.
All right, thanks for having me on.
The Wisconsin Badgers, 2017 Big Ten Tournament runner-ups, opening up their NCAA Tournament on Thursday in Buffalo against Virginia Tech.